Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem, Jane. I'm again sitting here on the bed in one of the bedrooms in the house where I'm staying with friends. I want to make this update, and this is an important update. Within the last 24 hours, you want to know what happened here in Israel. Well, it all started yesterday morning before 9 a.m. A terrorist attacked border police officers in the old city, actually close to the entrance to the Temple Mount. So the Temple Mount was closed for visitors, and 3 officers were injured and were taken to the hospital before they managed to kill the terrorist, who was actually from Beth Hanina in East Jerusalem, which is not all that far away from where I am. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a 14-year-old girl dropped to the floor or to the ground. She was out walking in Kiryat Abba, a Jewish community near Hebron. And it was only when she was taken with ambulance to the hospital in Jerusalem that they actually found out she had a bullet in her head. And she went through emergency surgery. So she was literally shot in her head while she was out walking in the street, either from a stray bullet that was fired from Arabs in Hebron, or was it a terror attack? Was it a sniper deliberately attack against an innocent 14-year-old Jewish girl who was just walking in the street? So God willingly, they are going to come to find the conclusion out what exactly happened to this young, beautiful girl. Please continue to keep her in your prayers for a full and speedy recovery. I didn't hear the latest update about her situation. Last night, rockets were flying in from Gaza. The terrorists in there were saying it was retaliation for a terrorist that was killed. The IDF went into Jenin, which is a terrorist cesspool. They went in to arrest the terrorist, and he started firing at the troops, and he was killed. And so terrorists in Gaza were saying, we want to revenge him, so they fired rockets towards Israel. One of these rockets was shot down by the Iron Defense missile system, and the other 3 rockets actually didn't make it. They fell down inside the Gaza Strip. So, terror attacks against the soldiers or the border police officers in the old city, 14-year-old girls shot in the head, and rockets were flying in from Gaza. You wonder maybe why Israel got a new government, why so many people went out to vote and saying enough is enough. Jewish blood is not cheap. We are tired of burying our children. We are tired of burying our grandparents. We are tired of our husbands being chopped down with machetes, which was what happened on Israel's Independence Day this year. Terror attack upon terror attack upon terror attack. It was the biggest voter turnout since 1999, and it was a clear win to what's called the right-wing camp in Israel. The biggest winner, as always, was the Likud party with Benjamin Netanyahu. He is the leader. They actually received, that one party alone, 1 million votes. So the new coalition is going to be with Likud, led by Benjamin Netanyahu. It's going to be the religious Zionist party, and it's going to be the 2 ultra-Orthodox parties. And with those 4 together, they have 64 mandates, and all they need is 61, but they have 64. I can only imagine also that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to reach out to some of the other parties and saying, we would like to make a broad government, you want to join us? But several of them have already said that they are not going to join a government led by Benjamin Netanyahu. My job is going to be more difficult. It's going to be more challenging, because already now the left-wing side, the pro-Palestinian side, the anti-Israel side is out condemning this result, saying that Israel is getting a racist government, Israel is getting a government of extremists, which is not true. I think that so many people went out to vote because they're saying we are burying our children, we are being attacked, we're being shot at, we're being stoned, we're being attacked with rockets, shooting attacks, bombing attacks. It's time that we get a government who's going to say, we're going to stand up for the Jewish people. Also, the huge takeover of Palestinians who is building illegally in Judea and Samaria. It's funny how when the world is coming against Israel and talking about all of the Jewish settlements in Judea and Samaria, did you know that the Palestinians have built illegally, funded by the European Union, they have built more taking more land illegally, build more buildings illegally than the Jewish people have settled all over Judea and Samaria. But you don't hear anything about this. So the Israelis, I think they voted with their heart this time for a clear victory for what's called the right-wing blog. So I'm going to be busy. There's going to be a lot for me to report about. It's going to be even more challenging because the world is going to come against this nation, calling it a racist government, which it is not. So I would like to continue to share the news with all of you, but I'm sitting here broadcasting with a phone that was a gift from a dear friend more than 3 years ago. It's out of storage. The screen is cracked. I'm working from an 8-year-old computer. It's a miracle I can even turn it on. I don't even have a home. I have been doing this faithfully for all of these years by myself. So I am really praying, saying, God, in order for me to continue to do this, in order for me to continue to speak up, because you keep writing me saying, Jane, please give updates, please give updates. We don't follow anyone else. Well, I would love to, but the fact is that I need a new phone, I need a new computer, I need equipment, and I need a home. I need a home where I can be safe, where I can live, where I can work, like you have a home. So all of these things really has to come together for me moving forward, because it's going to be busy reporting out of the Holy Land with this new government moving forward. So allow me to just end this video and say I will share donation platforms. I have 3 different kinds, something for everybody. You know, I don't have a salary. I've never taken $1 from any of the interviews that I've made, for any of the blogs that I have written, or all the videos that I've posted. I've not made one dime all of this year from any of it. I'm living by donations from people who are saying, we are being blessed with what you do, and I can do so much more once I have settled in a new home. I have settled in a place where I have an office and I can work, and I need all the equipment to be able to go more out in the field and broadcast for you. And I will also need an assistant / driver, photographer. So all of this is in front of me, and I need to get it before this phone breaks down and before my computer completely crashes, and I need to get back to Jerusalem and to get settled in my own home. So thank you to each and everyone who has stood with me for so long, who has blessed me financially. Would you pass out this video? And I know if you follow me on Facebook, you're barely seeing any of my videos. So I can only encourage you to also follow my YouTube channel, or my Telegram channel, or Instagram. It's all under Jerusalem Jane. So God bless you, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Bye.